There's a moment, just a flicker of time, when you stand on the edge of a world you've never seen, yet something about it feels familiar. Maybe it's the smell of ozone in the alien air, the way the stars hang above like they've been watching your every choice, or maybe, just maybe, it's the voice inside whispering, "You've been here before." Back in 2019, The Outer Worlds launched with a spark, a sci-fi RPG that dared to ask questions most games were too scared to mutter. It was a half-built spaceship, grounded by its own limitations. Now, The Outer Worlds 2 doesn't knock on the door of potential. It kicks it down. What if your every decision left a scar on the universe? What if your flaws were weaponized? What if the world didn't wait for you to act, but punished you for hesitating? This isn't just another sequel. This is a reckoning with yourself, with the systems you trust, and with the corporations that profit off your survival. And trust me, you're not ready for what's coming. When I first saw The Outer Worlds back in 2018, I didn't see the next Fallout. What I saw was a foundation, something raw, quirky, and burning with potential. It didn't have the scale of a Bethesda epic, but it had something else, intent. It knew exactly what kind of game it wanted to be, and more importantly, who it was speaking to. Now fast forward to today, and I've spent weeks diving into every snippet, dev interview, and hands-off preview of The Outer Worlds 2, and you know, what's wild? It finally feels like Obsidian is getting to finish the sentence they started 6 years ago. This isn't just a bigger sequel, it's a refinement, a game that remembers everything it was trying to be and says, let's go all in. You feel it in the tone, in the systems, in the sheer weirdness of its design decisions. Gone are the soft limitations that held the first game back. Instead, we get a peek at a sequel, not afraid to be bold, messy, and utterly reactive. It's got that new Vegas energy again, but filtered through a studio that's older, wiser, and clearly hungry to prove they still know how to write the rules and then break them. Here's where things get spicy. The Outer Worlds 2 isn't just tweaking numbers, it's rebuilding the RPG bones. Gone are the traditional attributes you'd dump points into like you're checking boxes. Instead, the spotlight shifts to 12 core skills, stuff like hacking, explosives, leadership, that don't just inform your stats, they define your identity. Every choice you make here echoes, in combat, dialogue, and the way the world responds to you. And then there are perks, around 90 of them, tailored for wildly different playstyles. Want to slide into a room, unload a shotgun while sprinting and reloading mid-dive? There's a perk for that. Prefer talking your way through chaos like a silver-tongued menace? There's Space Ranger, turning speech into damage. But the real showstopper? The Flaw system. Obsidian's not playing safe here. These flaws watch you. Stare into the sun too much? You'll get health regen, but now you fight through blinding lens flare. Skip dialogue too fast? You'll get bonus XP, but every future conversation has a timer. Mess it up, and the game chooses for you. This is character building as consequence. Your weaknesses aren't setbacks, they're narrative flavor bombs. And for the first time, it feels like Obsidian's giving players permission to be deeply, beautifully flawed. Combat in the original Outer Worlds? Let's be honest, it got the job done, but never stole the spotlight. This time around, though, Obsidian isn't just reworking the system, they're weaponizing creativity. The first thing that jumps out is mobility. Imagine sprinting into a room, sliding behind cover, popping tactical time dilation mid-movement, and unloading a custom-built shotgun, all without breaking flow. It's not just smoother, it's smarter. Inspired by games like Destiny, gunplay now has real punch, rhythm, and that satisfying kinetic feedback, but it's the gadgetry that pushes the frontier. Take the N-ray scanner, a tool that lets you see through walls, track cloaked enemies, or uncover hidden paths. It's a stealth player's dream, but with a cost. Every use drains a mana-like energy pool. Add this to newly introduced stealth kills, improved enemy detection, and detailed damage indicators, and you've got a system begging to be toyed with. And let's talk weapons, like the Planet Killer, a crank-powered sniper rifle, or the pop gun, which fires literal ads to confuse enemies. These aren't just gimmicks. They're expressions of the game's satirical soul. And when everything goes to hell, That triple-barrel shotgun will be your thunderous best friend. It's chaos, it's calculated, and it's yours to command. Bigger isn't always better, and thankfully, Obsidian knows that. The Outer Worlds 2 doesn't just sprawl, it breathes. Every inch of its environments, from the winding labs of Zyanium to the sun-drenched cliffs of Golden Ridge, feels handcrafted, with intent. This time, it's not about checking off map icons, it's about following curiosity and being rewarded for it. Let's talk density. Interiors are now layered, multipath hubs with secrets tucked behind locked vents, side doors, or conversations you only unlock through specific skills. It feels like the game is daring you to explore sideways, not just forward. And that immersive sim DNA, oh yeah, it's here in spades. Think Dishonored or Deus Ex, but with space cults and capitalist absurdity. Out in the open zones, the philosophy shifts. No more empty lands or filler outposts. Every distant structure or glint on the horizon has a story, a questline or loot. That means something. It's not about padding, it's about purpose. This kind of design invites you to slow down, to poke into corners you'd otherwise sprint past. It respects your time but rewards your obsession. And that, especially for returning fans, is the kind of evolution that turns exploration into discovery again. Narrative has always been Obsidian's secret weapon. And in the Outer Worlds too, it looks like they're sharpening every edge. While they're still keeping the main plot under wraps, one thing's clear. This isn't just a quirky space opera. It's a world shaped by ideology, satire, and power struggles, a darkly funny reflection of how corporations twist reality to their benefit. And if the devs are to be believed, a world-shifting event hits you almost as soon as you land on Golden Ridge. No slow burn. This story wants to shake you up immediately. Factions are more than just logos this time. The Protectorate, Order of the Ascendant, and the bizarre merger of Auntie Cleo with Space's Choice, yep, Auntie's Choice is real, each bring their own warped philosophies. These aren't just flavor. They're lenses through which you'll view morality, loyalty, and survival. Some will charm you, others will manipulate, but all of them will force you to pick a side, even when neutrality feels safest. And companions? Optional, but meaningful. They won't hold your hand, but they might hold a mirror. Whether they amplify your worst instincts or challenge your beliefs, they're there to make sure this isn't just your story. It's a conversation between worldviews. So here we are, standing on the edge of something familiar, but undeniably transformed. The Outer Worlds 2 doesn't feel like a simple follow-up. It feels like a reclamation. A second chance for Obsidian to chase the RPG they meant to make all along. From the revamped skill trees and the wild perk Flaw combos, to stealth systems that finally pull their weight and worlds begging to be explored, not just navigated. It all suggests a game that's grown up without losing its rebellious streak. But here's the real question. Will it stick the landing? That's the gamble. Because this kind of ambition is risky. Balancing chaotic player freedom with meaningful consequences is no easy feat. But if anyone knows how to walk that razor's edge between clever satire and deep roleplay, it's the folks who gave us New Vegas. And now, I want to hear from you. What's the one flaw you'd take if it completely changed the way you played? Would you embrace chaos or fight for control? Drop your build ideas, moral dilemmas, or favorite perks from the first game in the comments. Let's get the conversation going, because this isn't just about one playthrough. It's about the kind of stories we bring to Halcyon.